Hi everyone, welcome to Watch It Played. My name is Rodney Smith, and in this news and updates video, we've got gifts to open, we've got products to preview, conventions to discuss, contests to run, and a whole bunch of other news to share. So let's get right into it. First of all, if you donated during our 7th season fundraiser for Watch It Played, then a survey has been sent out to you, assuming you donated more than $15. I need to get some shipping information and some other details potentially based on your pledge. So if you have not completed that survey, or maybe you haven't even seen it yet, well, please go into your inbox and complete it, and look in your junk folders, look in your promotion folder if you have a Gmail account. Check all those places that your email account might have squirreled it away, because there are 350 of you who have not filled it out yet, and I would love to get those surveys as soon as possible so I can start double checking everything to make sure everything's formatted correctly, and also get the credits updated for the end of our videos. So if you wouldn't mind, right now, pause this video. If you donated, go check your inbox, make sure you've got the survey, and fill it out. And again, before you contact me, just double check all the other places that the survey could be, junk folders, promotion folders, and so on. If you have not received your survey, and you're pretty sure you should have one, then send me an email at watchitplayed@live.com and let me know, and I will look into it for you and we'll get things sorted out. If you missed our fundraiser and would like to support the show still, or maybe you're just looking for a really cool gaming accessory, then I want to point you over to our friends at Dogmite Games, who are currently running a Kickstarter for their newest line of custom-made dice tower, dice storage combination products. And they've got a whole series of these, but they've created a special pledge level as well for Watch It Played. They have a version of this dice tower that has one of our figures from the logo etched into it, as well as a very Canadian maple leaf, and a red cloth lining, which I requested, which matches the color that we use on the table here on the show. So if you'd like to pick up one of these, you've seen some pictures here on the screen. You can go to their Kickstarter page, and I'll put a link to that in the description of this video. And parts of the proceeds from the sales of that particular pledge level will come back to support the show. So a big thank you to Dogmite Games for creating this little opportunity, and as well to any of you who might consider picking it up. Next up, I wanted to mention that I was recently invited by my good friend Joel Eddy from the fantastic Drive-Thru Reviews YouTube channel, as well as podcast, to be on his podcast with him to talk to James Hewitt, the lead rules designer for the upcoming edition of Necromunda. Now, if you've ever heard me talk about Necromunda, then you know this is a game back in 1995 when it first came out that I sucked a bunch of my friends into playing with me. We all had our own gangs. This is kind of a gang-style, skirmish-level miniatures game system with a full campaign, and we played months and months this campaign. And so the game is near and dear to my heart, and I was very excited to have an opportunity that Joel provided to me to come on here and with him ask a bunch of questions of James Hewitt of this upcoming edition. So if you'd like to check that podcast episode out, then I would encourage you to at the link that I'll put in the description of this video. So now I'd like to share with you a little bit about PAX Unplugged. If you've heard of the different PAX conventions before, then you might be aware that these generally focus on video games primarily and sometimes have a smaller tabletop component. Well, PAX Unplugged, which is occurring in November 2017, the current month of this recording, is a convention focused very much on tabletop games first. And I'm going to be attending that and helping them run a few sessions in their Learn and Play room. So for example, on Friday, November 17th, from 12:30 to 3 p.m., I'm going to be running a session teaching Kokoro, Sagrada, and Downforce. And so they're going to have enough copies there for the people who show up to be able to not just learn the game with me, but also play it right there. Now, they'll have limited seating, but if you'd like to try this out, then certainly feel free to check out the PAX Unplugged site where they have the different schedule. I'll put a link to that below. Also, on the same day from 3:30 to 6, I'm going to be teaching King Domino and The Godfather, Corleone's Empire in that session. And then on Saturday, November 18th from 10:30 to 12, I'm going to be teaching Fuji Flush, Sushi Go, and For Sale in one of those sessions. And in another session at 12:30 to 3, I'm going to do Kokoro, Sagrada, and Downforce again. So if you're attending PAX Unplugged and those games sound interesting to you and you'd like to have a chance to learn and play them, then again, check out the PAX Unplugged site, see when those are, and maybe put those down as something you'd like to do. Okay, well next I've got 2 containers that I received in the mail from a longtime viewer who wanted to send us a little something as a way of saying thank you for the show. And I've untaped the tops of them so I can get into them, but I haven't actually looked inside yet. I'm kind of excited to do that, and I thought I would share this with you. So let's go over to the table and we'll take a look. All right, well, just to set the context here before we get started, a few weeks ago I received an email from Itai Rosenbaum. Itai, if I'm mispronouncing your name, I apologize. You'll be joining the ranks of many people whose names I've butchered here on this channel. Anyway, he had written me an email, and I recognized his name. He's someone who's been watching the show for a long time and had been in the comments and such, and I hadn't heard from him for a while. and he just wanted to reach out and say he's still enjoying the show, and he shared a number of, well, very nice comments about the show, let's just say. And he said he's been currently working on some projects that are kind of board gaming adjacent. And he wanted to send them to me as a way of saying thanks for the work I've done on the show here. And so these are them. Again, I don't know what they are. I have prepared the top to be opened with ease, so you have to watch me cut through that. But inside here, we're going to discover something. I don't know what. You know, this sort of thing, opening packages you're not sure what's inside them, it could really go horribly wrong. I'm hoping that's not the case here. Let's find out. All right, so we've got, let's see, a piece of paper. Oh, yeah, a little note here from Itai. Token of appreciation for the work put in over the years on the show. Thank you, all the best. And so look, I see some other nice things in here. I'm not reading all of it. It makes me blush a little bit. Thank you, Ty, for the kind words there. All right, so let's see what we've got here. Oh wow, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Check this out. This is like a movie-styled poster for Mansions of Madness. Mansions of Madness, the show that we first launched the channel with was Mansions of Madness First Edition. And of course, we've recently covered the second edition. Itai, that is awesome. That is really, really cool. Fantasy Flight Games presents Mansions of Madness, and it lists here the names of the designers and people who worked on the game itself. That is, wow. Wow, that is fantastic. I gotta find somewhere down here to hang this up. This is definitely going in the Watch It Played studios. Thank you so much. There's a second container here. It's also cylindrical. It makes me think maybe we've got another poster of sorts in here. Let's find out. Now I'm very excited to see. Okay. We'll unfurl this. Very nicely wrapped. Another note, it looks like. Yes, another note in here, similar to the previous one. And let's see what we have here. Yes, it's another. Oh, look at this one. This is, can you recognize it? It's Santorini. You see, recognize the building. If you've played Santorini before, then these pieces will stand out to you. It's kind of like a minimalist design style, wouldn't you say, for these games? Is there something? I think that, oh no, there's something else in here as well. I think there's one more. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. This is terraforming Mars. You see that? We got the planet Mars there, and then the little tree growing out of it, because it's being terraformed. That is fantastic. And I love the different sizes. This is really, really cool. Fricks Games and Stronghold Games presents Terraforming Mars. That is really cool, very clever, very creative. I love seeing things like that. I love seeing people who are passionate about something, particularly if it's something to do with a tabletop hobby. Obviously, that's going to speak to me a little more. And they find some way to express their own creativity in a unique, interesting, and different way. That is really, really cool. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me, Ty. That is really, really kind of you to send those along. And I can't wait to find somewhere to hang them up here in the studio. So let me just clear this away, and then I'm going to get out one more thing to show you, and then we can move on. After clearing off the table here, I ran upstairs to my computer and did a little poking around on Google. And sure enough, I found a website where Itai is actually selling not just the 3 posters that I showed you, but several other designs as well. And he didn't say anywhere in anything he sent to me to, hey, would you please plug the products or whatever. But I just went and found out that he actually is. And I wanted to give him a little plug here. So if you'd like to check out these posters that he's designed, I'll put a link to them in the description of this video. But again, Itai, thank you so much for sending those along and for being a longtime viewer of the show. That really means a lot. Well, something else cool that I have here are these deluxe token upgrades for Charterstone. Charterstone is a legacy game from Stonemaier Games, which we actually have a tutorial video for, and I've been personally playing the game here at home with my wife and son, playing through the full legacy campaign. And Top Shelf Gamer very kindly, after they knew I was doing the video, sent me along this token upgrade pack. They actually sent me 2 copies. And one of these I'd like to offer as a contest to one of you to be able to win. But first I'll just show you, I'll open these up here and show you what they are. So here's exactly what comes in the package. You have 12 grain, brick, iron, coal, wood, and pumpkin resources. Exactly as many as you need for the game of Charterstone. Now obviously this is a luxury upgrade. This is not something that you need in order to be able to play the game. But they really are high quality, detailed, well-made components. And I do think they enhance the experience as you're playing. The pumpkin bits are shaped like pumpkins. The iron pieces are heavy, they've got some weight to them, they feel like iron. In terms of the quality of the production, I don't think you'd be disappointed. And if you're interested in picking up a set of these for yourself, again, I'll put a link in the description of this video where you can check them out. Now, just to be clear, I want to say again, they did send me a copy of these components for free for my own personal use, so if you want to factor that in as a potential bias on my part, well, you can certainly do so, but hopefully from the videos that I've shown you here, the close-ups of the components, you have a pretty good sense of exactly what this product is. And we also have a second copy of these that we're going to give away as part of a contest. Again, thanks to Top Shelf Gamer. Now, if you donated during our 7th season fundraiser for Watch It Played, at the $15 or higher level, you're automatically entered into this contest. There's nothing more that you have to do. But don't worry, you never have to donate during our fundraisers to enter our contests. All you have to do is go to the link in the description of this video that will take you to the contest, enter your email address in there, so if you win, I have a way of contacting you, and also put in the code word. And the code word is Top Shelf Gamer, without any spaces. All one word, Top Shelf Gamer. And you have until November 30th, 2017 to get your entries in. We'll do a little draw after that. And again, speaking of the fundraiser, again, if you haven't filled in your survey, please do that. Please do it right away. Thank you very much. Anyway, that's everything I wanted to cover in this video. If you have any questions at all, feel free to put them in the comments below. But otherwise, until the next episode, thanks for watching.